Hello, you guys. This is Trucker 88 and Shy here. It's been sorry I haven't been on here. We have been really. It's been really hectic, far as hubby hit a pole, so we've been out of commission for a while. So we're back in Indianapolis, Indiana. The main welcome center for Celadon to do the body work on the truck. And right now we are, I think, getting paid for breakdown pay $100 a day. But you have this local company, which I thought was really good, that actually if they need you, they contact you. You just go on a list. So he's doing local work while I'm actually here to get some extra money while we wait for the truck to get fixed. So right now we're just out of commission, and I'm just really ready to get back on the road. But it is what it is. But I did want to talk about the DAC report. I've been doing a lot of research about that. About the DAC report. It's basically your employment history for truckers. It's like, the way that I see it is like a credit report. So for all the new truckers out there with no experience, when you do get with a company, try really hard to be without any incidents or accidents. Obviously accidents, if a police is involved, not only is it going to go on your DAC report, but it's also going to go on your CDL license. Anything, from the way that it was explained to me, anything that involves a police officer and a police officer have documentations on paper, it will go on your CDL license. And that can really hurt you, especially the ones that are just going somewhere to get the experience and you want to get that better job, or you're really interested in that job that you want, but you wanting to get the experience and then go there. Try to stay squeaky clean, because this DAC report can really hinder you from moving around. So try to be careful. A lot of truckers say, get out and look. Don't be lazy. Just pay attention. It's very crucial, because you don't want to really. I get applying for a job just to get something right now, to get your feet wet, but I don't like the fact of having to stay at a company because of the stuff that you've done, and now you can't go to the company and you have to wait longer. So how when you have a goal, I'm just going to work this job for 6 months and then actually get the job that I really want, but then stuff happens to where now you have to stay at a job. Usually when that happens, it's just it becomes, I guess, depressing, because for me, I have a goal and I'm ready to get the experience I need and move forward, and I can't, because of things that are happening or something that is following me because of some things that I did that I couldn't control, or I could control. But as in the trucking industry, anything is preventable. So the way that a lot of the companies explain to me a DAC report is that when you are applying, say you're with Western Express, and you're just, because you have a record or whatever the case may be, Western Express takes everybody, so it don't really matter. But you're with Western Express, and they all pay less. Their pay is not good. Celadon pays more than Western Express. So we know that for a fact. But let's just say you don't want to be with Western Express. You're only going to be there for 6 months, and you want to go to a different company, a bigger company that provides a lot more of variety as far as like local, dedicated, regional, over the road. You have a little bit of more options to be with that company, but you have incidents, and I'm going to explain exactly on the DAC report what they have. They have your history, where you work. So if you do fill out an application, try not to lie, be honest with the recruiters, because they're going to check. They're going to ask for the release from the company you're with. So if you're with Western Express and you're trying to go to JB Hunt, for an example, and JB Hunt is going to request your DAC report from Western Express. They're going to see how long you've been there, the dates of when you started, incidents or accidents, which Western Express, if they are affiliated with a company that puts it down, most companies do, they will have all your incidents and your accidents. And incidents could be anything that you have to call the company to get you out of. So like my husband, for instance, he got stuck in the ditch. He had to call Celdadine. They had to get somebody to pull him out. Okay, that is an incident. And they consider that preventable, because they state that if you would have got out the truck and looked, you would have known exactly where, you would have got stuck or not. So to some people, it's preventable. Some people, you just don't know. And then a second time, he got stuck in the ditch. He contacted Celdadine. They had to pull him out again. Okay. Now, this is his third incident by actually hitting a pole. That's 3 incidents in less than 6 months. So, that is, to a lot of companies, red flag, because basically they consider it a high risk. So for all the newcomers that's coming into trucking, and you're actually really trying to get the experience to go somewhere better, try really hard to pay attention and take your time. Do not rush. Do not rush trying to do something. Do not rush trying to get out. Take your time, because you do not want to get hindered in getting the company that you really want. So it's like, our goal was to go to JB Hunt because they offer local. The whole reason why we're doing over the road is to get the experience and then go local. But JB Hunt now would not accept us because of the fact that we have 3 incidents in less than 6 months. No accidents, but incidents, just like stupid little stuff that happens, that we had to contact them to fix. So these are incidents, and JB Hunt is stating that you have to go 6 months without any incidents. So they would accept you with 1 incident, but if you have more than 1 incident, they would not accept you. So all the truckers that's out there, if you have a lot of incidents, I actually contacted Swift as well, and they stated that the incident has to be at least 8 to 12 month gap. And they stated that they denied a couple of people because I guess one guy had he was stuck in a ditch 3 times. That's 3 incidents. So they would not accept him. So the DAC report is very real. It's out there, and you have to really be careful and pay attention. And as they say, get out and look, because you don't want to hinder yourself. It's already enough society hold us back on a lot of things in regards to the things that we want. We got to work extra hard for. So if you could try to stay squeaky clean and pay attention and take your time, and this is an industry where you learn as you go. You only can know so much in advance, but it's really an industry to where you're learning as you go. So if I could say one thing, is just be careful out there when it comes down to the incidents that you have and the accidents, because that can really hinder you for moving to the actual real job or the better job that you want. So I know that the newcomers that's coming in here, they just want to getting the experience and then moving around, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in order to move around, you have to make sure you have a squeaky clean record. And a lot of these companies will hinder you from going to the next company because of the fact that you have too many incidents. So if you can stay away from incidents and accidents for a long period of time, then you will be okay. But just be on the lookout for a DAC report. You can also request it. It's just like a credit report. You can get a free one once every 12 months. You can also contact your company and request a list of your incidents as well, so that you could be aware of what's going on in the time frame, because that will be on your DAC report, and that does follow you wherever you go. And a company that you really want can request that from the company you're with, and they could deny you the job because you have too many incidents. So I just want to educate you guys on that. The new guys, try really hard to be careful and try to avoid dumb stuff. Try to avoid dumb stuff, so calling the company and having to help you get out of it. Obviously, some stuff you can't really control, and sometimes it's not your fault, but just try to stay away from the incidents. I would say, some companies are different in regards to how long you have to have an incident, but I know J.B. Hunt stated that 3 incidents in less than 6 months is a red flag to them. So they said 6 months. So we have to basically stay with Celadon for another 6 months with no incidents for us to go to J.B. Hunt, because I haven't done a lot of research on them as of yet. We do know some people that work for them, but we're trying to get something local. So we're trying to get the over-the-road experience so that we can be local to be home. So, but the DAC report can hinder you from moving forward. I've seen a lot of reviews where people state that one guy stated that they put on his DAC report that he refused a drug test, a urine test, and now companies are not hiring him. I've heard people state that they got into an accident, now jobs are not hiring them, stuff like this. So I say the advice I can give you is, please list down every single job that you have. Make sure your dates are right. Try not to lie on your application, because they will request the DAC report, and a DAC report follows you everywhere. It's your employment history from the time that you started trucking to the time that you stopped trucking, and you're moving around to different companies. Now, there are some companies that do not be affiliated with that, but obviously we know that if the company don't request that, then obviously the pay probably is not going to be all that great. But for the good companies, like the companies that pay really good money, we all know that they're going to request that. So I think I contacted J.B. Hunt, Swift, Carnival, and it was another company. So because we have like 3 incidents in less than 6 months, now we are forced to basically stay with this company for another 6 months without any incidents. So I'm hoping that this truck gets fixed soon, because I I hate the fact of being stuck here. I like the fact of being on the road and moving around, but it really just gave me an eye opener of like, I feel like we got too much stuff in the truck, because now it's like we're carrying all the stuff that's important to us. We got our 32-inch TV carrying around because we're scared somebody might steal it, of it being in the shop. Like, even if I wanted to go home, you know, just for the people that's out there that's on the road and they got all their personal belongings in the truck, and something like this happens and you can go home for a week and you got to carry all your stuff. You don't have nowhere to put your personal belongings if you can't carry it on the bus or carry it all on the plane. You can't carry a 32-inch TV on the plane or the bus, so it's like, so I'm really thinking about, once we get the truck and when we get home, because I think the next time we're going home is September 23rd, is eliminating a lot of stuff that we necessarily don't need to be prepared for the time that if this happens again, so we don't have to really carry a lot of stuff. So I'm just really thinking about that while my husband is doing local work, so getting all that situated. But I do want to apologize to my subscribers and my viewers for not seeing me. It's been like a very hectic like 2 weeks. As you can see, my hair, I'm just like so out of it. I don't know, but I'm just like so ready for this truck to be like fixing, get on the road. Like, oh God, it's crazy. But I just want to say thank you so very much for subscribing. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, I do respond very fast, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. I think I'm gonna take a shower and watch a movie and then call it a night. And then tomorrow is a brand new day, and then when Monday comes, find out exactly the status on this truck so we can like go, because breakdown pay $100 a day is nothing, especially when you have like real bills to pay. So that's the only thing. Yeah, but it's good that local companies actually have where truckers that are broke down, that they can actually get on the list to work and make some extra money while their truck is broke down. So I thought that was a good thing. I think the silver lining of everything that's going on, that is the only silver lining that we have right now that in this situation. So just be safe, be careful, take your time, and get out and look. All right, bye.